back
Hey,
to
what
a
about
brand
my
new
intro?
episode. Well, I've
My
been doing the
intro is
intro
just
for like
ignored.
100 episodes, so it's got to be the same.
Podcast episode 100. You may note, for those of you that have been watching for a while, you may notice the background is similar. It's the same thing as when we first started the podcast, except I'm in, I guess, your spot, right?
When we first started,
What was episode 1? Because we had a false start.
I was there, like just a little bit to the left, kind of where Brandon. Well, the bed used to be in that corner.
Yes, yeah.
Me and Chris were on the couch.
No, I sat. Well, around episode 0, I sat there.
No?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was over here actually.
Yeah.
There's been a few iterations, but this was the one that I don't know. I don't know
No,
which one.
I thought no, Forrest was upstairs. The first episode. He was talking.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, we did like you're on Discord.
He fell in the chair. Remember?
No, but he's talking about the demo that we recorded.
Yeah, the demo.
Yeah.
Well, I kept thinking about the audio. That's why I went upstairs. I was like, the audio will sound better. So I was thinking about recording it. It's just really stupid.
I was like Vaseline on the walls. It's gonna look amazing if I manually blur the background. It was like one of the worst things we've ever done. The first few podcast episodes, you go back and watch it. My God, does it look bad? It's so
Not only that,
bad.
the lighting absolutely sucks. Everybody looks.
We had so many podcasts where we have a spot like we're being interrogated.
I will say I enjoy a lot of the older episodes. For some reason, we were just hitting. The comedy was fucking there. We were being fucking funny.
It was just-
It would just suck. But okay, let's take a look back. Take a look back. Think about some of the favorite memories on the pod, because not only did we one time have this room filled with smoke, but we also at one point destroyed ballistic gel dummies.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I can't believe we did that. That's crazy.
That was pretty wild. Man, yeah, we did upload that to Empty Minds. That was a lot of fun. The just like the random assortment of weapons, testing out my sword that we also got to show off on the podcast when I got it at Comic-Con. What was that, 2023, I think?
Yeah, that was so cool. That's been a dream of mine, to destroy those fucking things. And then all of a sudden I just have this thing there and I'm like, fuck yeah. And then I have the crowbar in my hand. I'm like, I'm the Joker, and that's Jason Todd. I get to see what would happen if you hit somebody with a crowbar. And then I don't know, it was such a weird, because one, isn't it a little bit weird though? Because it's like, why do we want to do it? Why is it so cool? But it's just because it's like, you could actually see the world, the real life implications, what would happen if you hit somebody with this. Because I feel like that's always a big thing. You're like, you have a bat and you're like, I wonder what would happen if I got hit in the head with this, or like if somebody else did, like what would happen?
Meanwhile, you have this giant production and storyline to yours. Just you once you crossed me on the road.
I couldn't take a life without there being some wrong done to me.
I guess it's a better way of looking at it, actually.
That's right. I couldn't just needlessly take a life. I had a purpose.
But yeah, there was a point where we're like watching home videos on this podcast as well. Just kind of laughing at them. That required a lot of editing because we lived in a different era.
Wait, did it? Did we actually include footage?
I think there might have been
there
short clips, very short clips, just to provide context.
Yeah. I remember there being like little cuts of stuff, but it was a lot of like, we're like, oh no, cut that.
Can't show that.
Yeah, kids growing up in the country are wild.
Holy man.
Yeah. They don't care about boundaries and they don't care about what they say. Yeah. And
that's right.
Well, growing up as a kid in the country in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Everybody already knows what we were saying.
Yeah, pretty much. All their movie reviews down here. We were talking about Maxine, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of Marvel.
Yeah, there's a lot of Marvel news. We were talking
Shrek
about
news.
Like there's Shrek news.
What was the first Halloween episode we did? Was that the one with the smoke?
Yes.
2024 was Scream, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we all wear costumes.
2024 was the Ryan McKnight situation.
That's right. I was wearing the wolf mask.
The other year was Scream.
Forrest wearing no costume though.
Oh yeah, I didn't wear anything. Nude.
Yeah.
No clothes for that podcast.
Yeah, like that's some other cool things we did. We've done skits on this show. We've done like big overarching things, and I think it's I don't know. There is a certain process where it's like it's nice to have this creative outlet, and the
Yeah.
2 channels that we're doing right now, Mini Minds and Empty Minds, to just like not only have ideas but to see them through.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like a creative outlet is so nice to have. And Mini Minds does cover a lot of that where it's like, I want to do this skit and I want to see what it would look like if we all dressed as a wizard. That's a tease for the next Mini Minds episode is going to come out.
Yeah, and the best thing that I can do this akin to this podcast and everything else, it is akin to like when somebody says like, oh, I wish somebody was around to see that. You know what I mean? So it's like we have those memories that it's like a lot of times on the show or streaming, we all do streaming too, where it's like we're playing games and we're like, oh, no one would believe us if we didn't have this. And then it's like we have
like
footage of that.
Brandon,
There's something really funny. Yeah.
No, do you remember Brandon's hit and run moment? If we didn't stream that, we would never have that. That was the most fucked up thing in the world.
Oh, that
you guys
thing,
gotta
yeah.
check out that Twitch clip on like
that was impossible.
Oh, it was when I landed on top of the car.
It was the most
fucked up so many times. You hit the thing, fell down. You're supposed to fall off. You didn't. You fell on the thing.
You're like,
okay, you're done now. All of a sudden, you got moved to the car, and you're in front the whole time. And I was like, what the fuck's happening? And then you won.
It was absurd. Yeah. But no, it's nice having a lot of these moments recorded because like there's so many just funny moments where I'm just like, I'm using HelloFresh and I'm sprinkling some peanuts.
Oh, it was when you're sponsoring it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. My sponsor, HelloFresh.
The funniest part was that you said you were like mid laugh and you were like, yeah, get some wings, sprinkle some peanuts. And then you're like, did I just fucking
I know. Yeah. I was trying to say peanuts, but I really fucked up.
Penis.
I was saying a lot of stuff.
Or like looking like a clown, laughing like a clown. Were you there?
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
You're like, this is my contribution.
I was really trying to contribute to your talk about Twisted Metal. I was like, he's got to look like a clown. He's got to laugh like a clown. I just realized I'm not saying anything.
That was like the earliest biggest laugh we had.
And of course, the earliest laugh we had.
What was the first big laugh? Was that the
banging under the sea?
Yeah. I think second was guitar strings. No,
what joke was it? The guitar strings where like we start the podcast. Oh, Forrest, can I borrow?
It was the demo. It was like halfway.
The demo was the guitar strings. That's one was never out.
We got to release parts of it, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like midway during a podcast, and Brandon, yeah, Forrest, can I borrow those guitar strings? I was like, Brandon, what are you? And he's like, because I really need them. I don't have any at the house. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know. It's like, can I borrow $20? It's like, hey, it's a very serious conversation. We're talking about stuff.
I know, I could totally wait till after, but he's like, I have to do it now. And
oh man, yeah, that was very funny.
Yeah, so many different seating iterations down here, and then also we were upstairs for a bit.
We experimented a lot with down here in the basement.
Special guy in the corner.
Oh man, that joke was really, you missed out on that joke. It was really funny. The special guy in the corner thing.
I know.
I was over laughing too much.
Oh, that was a good one.
And also, like, we've had so many fun moments.
Never
and
elaborate on my experiment. I experimented in seating positions. I did. You guys cut me off at experimenting. No, it's like, yeah, we tried a lot of things. We tried different camera angles. At one point we're all using OBS, right? Those cameras suck, so we got rid of them. We're using iPhones now, which, okay, granted, there's an Android and an iPad, but like, we got to do what we got to do to make this callback work.
Big distant Android. Granted, there's an Android in the room.
Yeah, there's an Android over there.
No.
Yeah, which is
we've come a long way in terms of production value. Like, it's still not incredible, but it's a lot better than what we started. So we have come a long way.
I like that I don't know why, because most people this would be like the first thing they do, but we're like, okay, webcams. It's like, well, webcams, and then like at some point I was like, all right, everybody wears headphones, listens to their voice.
One episode,
adding so many more wires. See, then I was like spreading Vaseline behind you guys manually.
See, the thing is like the cool thing about this, I like what Norman Reedus said about like playing Walking Dead or Daryl Dixon, is like it's like long-term storytelling. So it's like he sees himself age and he sees things over time. So he likes the fact that he's been playing one character and you see the growth. And it's kind of cool with the pod because it's like that's 2 years now where it's like if you went back and watched at any point, you'd probably remember shit from like that time. of just like I don't know.
What's
whatever was
funny is
going
like we
on.
replicated like the '90s VHS quality, so it really seems like it was like 20 years ago we started this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of things also seem like we were like in a fishbowl, like a fishbowl effect. There was weird lighting, like
I know.
fisheye lens.
We were trying. Yeah, we had a wide angle lens, fisheye lens, and weird positions.
There's
And,
also
like our first podcast should have looked crisp, 4K, but none of us used our phones. We were like, I guess I insisted on webcam. I don't know what I was thinking.
Honestly, that is really funny to think that there was a much easier solution, was just using our own phones. And for some reason, we went and did the stupidest fucking thing.
We
And
do a
for those of
podcast
you who don't-
outside, we bring the laptop out there with the spots.
And for those of you who don't understand, like the OBSBot are these cameras that they're like a little webcam like this.
Yeah.
They're on a swivel. Their fucking thing flips up. But the thing that absolutely sucked was they have a tracking feature that gets activated by like moving your hand. So it always get activated. Next thing you know, the camera's fucking going all over the place.
There's probably
following
a
you
lot
around.
of podcasts where we're just like, all right, hell
Yeah.
shit, stop it.
I swear there was like an additional 15 minutes of like adjusting our cameras
Oh
and
man,
getting
at,
it back
at
to
one
where it
point
was.
I threw an Oppenheimer filter on everybody's camera and I was like, fuck, this looks great. And then I think Beanie or what is like, that's one of the worst looking pot. I look back at it and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? It does not look good. It looks terrible. That was around when we were doing the ballistic.
I guess
dummies.
the first big news story was the sub thing.
Yeah, that was our first big news, was the Banging Under the Sea podcast.
Yeah.
What a macabre title, but also subject matter for the first podcast.
Well, the funniest part was we were supposed to be so serious, and he was even being serious.
I know.
But the way that he was phrasing it, we're like, banging.
Yeah.
And yeah, what was all that banging? I just want to know.
Well, no, I said no. I sounded pretty normal. I said it.
Why? That's what I said. That's why it was funny, because
Oh.
you sounded normal, but it's just that you were using the word banging. So then we're just
Well,
like,
no, because like it was
we know.
like that was being described in the tabloids and everything,
Oh, the tabloids,
Yeah.
the news.
and the news. Yeah. Holy, what was all that banging and telling us?
I don't know. We heard tapping, knocking. I don't know, no banging.
Nah, I heard the word banging all the time. Knocking is so
You know what's
stupid.
funny? We were talking about this before. We documented the rise of AI in this podcast.
And then that's
Yeah.
It started before it took off, and now there's like AIs everywhere.
And you know what?
Crazy.
I think the most consistent thing in this podcast is if you go back from the beginning to now, probably everything we predicted has been wrong.
Yeah.
I remember, like, I believe in one episode, I was like, the state's elections are irrelevant. Well, not irrelevant, but I just mean like, every time a president changes, nothing new happens. Oh, we were wrong. Big shit changed. I want to be able to put that out there. Yeah, we fucked up on that one.
Whether
Those
you
things
voted
are
for him or
completely
not,
different.
you all agree that he's trying to do things right.
Yeah,
You know what
a
I
lot of
mean?
crazy
Also,
shit's
like, I
happening.
thought Kamala would win, but I was very wrong about that. I could like Harrison Ford and all these other celebrities were giving her the endorsement. So I was like, how could she
Yeah.
lose?
Yeah, I think that I don't know. There was a lot of prediction, probably with AI, that we probably fucked up too. We're probably like, oh, it's never gonna get anywhere crazy. No, it's where it is.
I'm so curious about all that. Like, what did we think about what would happen for like a movie coming out, like a Marvel movie or whatever?
The one thing we haven't done in a while is like taste tests.
Touch your dick.
Oh yeah, we used to do taste tests all the time on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, I want to do it again. We've done it in a while, guys.
I've just been like editing it out. It's
me
just
and
like
Lexi contribute to like 2 different types of cokes, I guess.
Yeah.
Early on.
You know why they're not happening? Because me and Brandon are waiting on you guys to get something for the taste test.
Yeah, I'll work on that then.
what are you guys talking about?
Like, when we got
Awesome.
Krabby Patties, when me and Brandon bring the Oreo Cokes.
I was
they
thinking
just-
like mini minds, like big taste test situation.
no.
Wait, I think I brought the Oreo cookies.
It's not a drink though.
That's the only thing.
It's kind
Did you?
I know I bought some. I don't know if we tested it on the pod though. If we just tried
No,
it
we
upstairs.
did.
So I got the drinks too, but I think you also got drinks.
The drinks were amazing. Still one of the best things I ever had. The things that we've taste tested on this pod, it's right up there. Oreo Coca-Cola and that pineapple under the sea thing from Wendy's.
Yeah,
The Frosty, the pineapple Frosty,
Yeah, that
that
was
was
really good.
fucking
Oh.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, we went and watched that after a
They had,
movie.
they had the Krabby Patty situation.
Terrifier.
Crab
Um,
Patty was meh.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
There's something obvious they could have. Oh, did they miss tomatoes or something? Oh, no tomatoes on it. There's something very obvious about the burger that
Oh,
they got wrong.
No, it was just that they were out of onions.
No onions.
Also,
yeah.
we've done a lot of movie reviews.
Oh, yeah.
Lot.
You said it. You said it like that
Awesome
hurt you.
movie.
Like they all,
Just like-
every in one sucked and you hated it. Yeah, we did a
What
lot.
was our first one we've done?
Deadpool, maybe?
Interview with the. No, what was it? Late Night with the Devil was early on,
Oh,
but that wasn't our first one.
There's
Thanksgiving,
Max-
I think.
Maxine,
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. What about
Saw 2, right?
Oh, it's either
Godzilla.
Saw X or Thanksgiving.
Godzilla 0?
Saw.
Godzilla -1.
Saw 10?
We saw Saw in September.
Am I-
Saw
Oh.
could be up. there.
Thanksgiving is November, and Godzilla is
But
December.
God's-
December 2nd, we saw Godzilla.
Really?
really.
Yeah, we have to go see a movie soon. Fuck.
I know.
There's
well,
28
there's
years
Superman
later.
and
I would love to
Superman.
go see Superman, but we
Superman.
missed Final Destination. But it comes out on digital this week. Get ready. We're all
Yeah.
gonna watch that together. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
Superman.
Very
Yeah, we
excited.
should go see Superman.
We all have to watch Double
Curious
Seven.
about it. I feel like it's gonna be funny.
But do we see Superman or Fantastic Four?
Oh,
See,
Fantastic Four.
Which
I mean,
one?
I think I'm more excited for Superman. Well, that's fun. Actually, let's still keep talking about the past for the half an hour.
Well,
This will be a big-
because over there will
past,
be
yeah, we're
the
talking about
future,
future.
That's right. So we're just talking about all the good stuff here
Well,
because
and we'll talk about
We get
yesterday
everything wrong.
over there.
So-
AI is gonna get powerful and take over the world.
So yeah, like with this setup, I remember when we were first trying to. What happened was there's a big change. I'll tell you guys how the podcast started. There was a big changing period in everybody's life, and we were really like, you know what? Let's just get somewhere. It feels like everybody just needs to talk right now. You know, everybody just needs to be a little bit more social, talk. So let's do a podcast, set some time aside, and every week we'll just show up, talk for an hour, and just talk about whatever the fuck we want. We didn't want to set any boundaries on this thing because everybody can talk about whatever the fuck they want. Like if we had a podcast where all we did was talk about like Marvel shit. We're gonna have to do another podcast later on because we're gonna want to talk about other shit.
Yeah.
So I like that we have like a big hodgepodge of being able to talk about whatever ails us or like whatever interests us at the moment. So it is nice to have this to just show up every week and talk. And I think it's honestly done a lot for all of us socially. I think it's easier to talk like
yeah.
to anybody now for me because of how much I fucking talk throughout the week.
yeah.
Yeah, I do like the whole randomness of our conversations. We don't really stick to a single thing. We really cover whatever's on our mind,
And you,
and it has helped with our like communication, talking.
and you guys just figured out I wasn't there, but last pod you're like, oh, if we sit closer, like we talk better.
stupid stuff like that. It says, wait a second, if you're engaged, you're engaged. You're like, oh my
I know
God.
we are really caveman discovering fire. Like,
I know if we had one guy that knew what he was doing,
like
like one experienced guy that comes
Oh,
on.
sit near fire, make you warm.
but we are really like the caveman who discovered fire like 1,000 years after somebody
Oh, I
else
know.
discovered fire.
Like, look what I found. Civilizations right there. It's just- wow. Damn it.
That's 2025.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, we've just had at least for Forrest and I guess Brandon too. We've all been kind of moving a lot of stuff out of our place, and it's been quite a. Oh yeah, well, I guess we can still talk about. Yeah, we went to I don't know what you call it, a carnival, a festival, freaking rides everywhere.
Yeah.
Big
how
place.
dare you? I thought we were talking about the past.
Yeah, I know that happened yesterday.
We could we
we
could
could-
say that we should say the carnival for the house.
Yeah, like what are some of the top like funny moments? Like I remember you like fell off your chair upstairs. There was that like what was it? Like was the Hello Fresh? There was
Well-
a thing with the clown that I did.
Guitar
Yes,
strings.
but there was also, you guys are forgetting, when fucking Christian, there was the two moments back to back that made me fucking piss my pants. But Christian was talking about Godzilla and he was fucking stuff up, and then he said, yeah, and King of the Kong. I was like, King of the
Yeah.
Kong, and I fucking
Oh,
pissed
yeah.
myself.
I ran out of the room. I was coughing so much. I was like, if I was going to throw up, I was laughing so much.
I know, and there's the other one I think where I said that I wanted the apes to win or something,
Yes.
right? How'd that go?
Oh yeah, what happened was you were like, you said King of the Kong, then you're laughing, and then you're like, you always say. God damn.
It's funny. My alarm went off in classroom at 11 lunchtime. I set for 11 for at 8. But the thing is, I was playing like "Baby Love," bye bye, baby love, like the song from the Supremes. When I'll make you sad, break my heart and leave. I was like, fuck. I was like this. I was like,
That's a pretty reaction when their phone goes off and like a.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, my phone just went off and it started playing the fucking best alarm of all
Yeah.
time.
We'll
Be a
keep
man.
it over here.
Man.
The phone's where you caught it.
So,
Planet of the Apes. What were we saying?
yeah, so what happened was you were discussing Planet of the Apes, and Christian famously always says how Planet of the Apes sucks and he hates watching it because he wants the humans to win.
Yes,
Because he knows that the apes take over, but he's like, let's kill these fucking apes.
exactly.
But it was right after he described King Kong as King of the Kong that after that he was like, yeah, because I want those fucking apes to win. And then you're like, the apes.
I know.
Then you're like, I want the humans to win, not the fucking apes.
Whatever you guys were talking about, I just interjected. No.
what was the
I want
biggest
humans to win.
movie review we did? I'm pretty sure it was like Inside the Devil. Or
What fucking porno did we review? Inside.
With the devil.
It's late night.
Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah.
Now it's just that
Wasn't that one, or
No,
was it
no.
was it that one or Saw?
No, it's
No. Late Night with the Devil was our biggest one, and then before that, the one that
Godzilla.
was right after that also did good was Godzilla X Kong.
You reminded me of the. What was it? Curse of the.
Oh,
Blood
Blood
Rubies.
Rubies.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah.
Curse of the Blood Rupees?
See that podcast?
The way you said it was like, yeah.
Like that podcast with the light, I look crazy. The whole
Yeah.
episode, I look like it's like
You went Curse of the Blood.
Yeah, no. Wait, what was that? That was that Pirates of the Caribbean he was talking?
Yeah, and he described Dragon Ball
Curse of the
stuff. But
Blood
it was so funny because like, what was that movie that was? It was he didn't. I was asking Forrest to name all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies,
Right.
and then he would named all of them except one. And then Brandon looked like a crazy person who we just let out of the closet. And he was like, I was like, what is it, Forrest and Brandon? Curse of the Blood Rubies?
He's very serious about it.
That
He looked
episode-
like Doc Brown.
yeah.
I know there was all
That
the,
was a Saw episode.
Yes.
The movie, yeah.
Ooh.
there was all the streamer stuff we're laughing about. The hot tub streamers at the time.
Oh,
We're just
yeah.
always
Oh, yeah.
always on your fucking homepage all the time.
Remember when you were discussing that girl that you saw on there who shows her tits like Taylor?
Yeah.
And then Christian was like, "Oh, you're talking about Taylor Blah?" And we're like, "What the fuck?" Christian?" And then you're like, "Yeah." You pull up her stream and she like wrote your name on the wall.
Oh yeah, like #1 subscriber or whatever donation.
I guess the whole like tanning thing was an early memory. Tanning, like tanning naked.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
walking
I
naked.
went to Fabby 10 naked.
I went there naked.
Those are choice words.
You still describe it like that.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why? Yeah, I don't know.
Ellen
There's
Musk.
something weird about.
Ellen.
No, that's just wrong. That's the wrong way to say it. There's no way to. I went there naked.
Like camping. I mean, it's not been doing on the pod, but I know we talked about it on the pod.
Yeah, we're going camping again.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
in
Avenged
August.
Sevenfold.
Oh, the bands.
We've done a lot of stuff over the years, and you know what? Nothing's wavered. This is 100 episodes.
Mhm.
That means we're coming up to 2 years of doing this consistently.
which is wild to think about. Yeah,
And you know what? And we've only made minor improvements.
I know.
But here's to working on year 3. We're going on to work on year 3, babies.
Hopefully, some
Not-
big.
I think
Improvements.
I think year 1 was here. Year 2 went here. So we gotta make year 3.
How dare you?
Well,
That's
I
true.
just
It's
think of
true,
last
though.
summer we didn't really do anything.
I know.
lot.
Yeah,
Think
it's
about it. The year before we were like fucking going all out doing shit.
Yeah, 2023, we had a lot of energy that
We got
year.
to be more on top of segments and clips. And
Well,
it's
I can help out with that.
I will
don't-
just say year 1 we had more free time.
also for
yeah.
we're new intro as well. Let's do
Yeah.
a new intro.
And we could record stuff for the intro. That'd be fun. But yeah, I would say there's been a lot of missteps and stuff, but new place. We got to make sure that we all research stuff how to make this thing look good. And honestly, probably podcast structure.
Yes.
We structure stuff so we know how to
try
like
fix it
make it a little bit more. And yeah, high energy, almost like you're playing a character. Almost.
Exactly.
Just heightened versions of yourself.
One of the funniest things we do is like, we're doing this as a callback with Force's camera right now. I love because whenever you look at the camera,
I know. I'm trying to
just don't look at the camera.
I'm trying to not look that way.
It's not the best.
Yeah, you're an OnlyFans girl down there. I remember there was episodes you
You're
sat
drunk?
like this.
Oh, I know. I want to sit like that right now. My fucking legs falling asleep.
Yeah.
Like Princess Leia.
There was an episode where I was drunk. Remember, I was sitting down on the couch. I was wearing a Harry Potter sweater.
Oh, I'll never forget any episodes that you were drunk. That was my favorite.
Well, that's just when I'm
fucking
still
thing.
drunk, I think.
No, I'm gonna spend the day
Play
I think watching that shit later in
Aberdeen.
the living room.
Oh, yes. Okay, this
Yeah.
happened on a stream, not on the podcast, but you guys need to hear about it. But we were here, one of my favorite nights of all time. One of my favorite nights of all time. Brandon was here. He was drunk. It was the night. If you go watch the episode, okay, we tie it into an old episode where we were drinking Caesars. We made delicious Caesars with bacon and a bunch of toppings, and then Brandon got super drunk off Caesars.
That was
red juice.
the first time I got blackout drunk ever in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he woke up and blamed us. He's like, "Why did I wake up on the floor?" I was like, "We put you
He's
in
like,
bed."
where's my shirt off or something, right?
Woke upstairs with my shirt.
Yeah.
I think Christian's door was.
broke my sink.
I think Christian's door was shut, so I had to go upstairs to wash it. But I think my shirt was off. I got from bed.
Yeah, because you threw up on yourself.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you did, because there was a big red spot
None
on
of
the
us
floor
would've-
in there.
I did throw up on the couch, but I did clean it next morning. So
No, you threw up on the ground in there. You don't
Yeah.
remember that? Everybody had to clean
no, and I remember
shit
that.
up. But yeah, so what happened was he was drunk as fuck. My favorite moment is the pickle juice. When he went upstairs and he's like, "I'm gonna go make you a drink." And I was like, "Okay." Then he comes back down, and then I'm like, I'm sitting here, and I remember this so vividly. And I turn over, and he's holding a jar of fucking pickles. And then I'm confused. I'm like,
Like, what is that?
"Why are you holding the pick?" And right when I did that, he took a big sip. He thought it was his fucking Caesar, and then. And then he tried to run to the bathroom, missed the doorknob, and ran right into it.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely walked into a door a couple times.
And then we go upstairs later, fully made Caesar on the
yeah.
And he was so drunk here, and he was trying to talk to we'll just say Alexa, but he's supposed to say Echo, but he's saying Alexa.
Yeah.
And I tried to keep telling him it's Bob, and he's like, "Alexa, play Avril Lavigne. Why is everything gotta be so complicating?" And then I was like, "Brandon, one, it's not the name of the song, and two, that's not her name. Alaska."
Oh right, he says
He called her
Alaska.
Alaska, and he's like, "Play
Alaska.
Avril Lavigne. Everything's always so complicating." I'm like, "Fuck, this guy's so fucked."
I changed that name of my device, my Amazon device, whatever you call it. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Wait, you changed the name? You can change it to whatever you want to
Yeah,
call her?
no, it was normally Alexa. Oh,
You were going to say Alaska.
Alexa.
And he's not even drunk.
I changed it because the one upstairs has the same name. I don't want the kids
Oh.
controlling my devices
Also-
down here.
All the darts we played.
Oh,
Oh,
we played
yeah.
so many darts
Oh,
in the
yeah.
garage.
Dart story.
Oh, wait, what were you wearing?
Hey,
Or Alexi, what were you wearing?
Yeah.
how dare you guys?
What
bring
were
that
you
up to me.
wearing? That's it's
Oh,
it's
yeah,
your
Brandon
fault.
tried to victim blame me. I forgot about that. Yeah.
What are you wearing though?
Yeah, some guy's trying to dance on me in a garage when I go show up there to fucking hang out with him. And then Brandon, yeah, what were you wearing though? Like he's trying to blame me that I wore something seductive.
Some like jorts.
It could have been your clothes. That's why.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Oh, no.
But okay, we're pretty much wrapping it up here.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a transition to a new place,
Yeah.
a new setting.
Just make it sound like we're gonna drink like a suicide liquid after this. We're
Yeah.
transitioning to a better place.
We grab some Kool-Aid.
Good timing. 31. It's been 31 minutes exactly. Good.
There might be
Yeah.
a little bit of it'll be a little off, but
So we're going into a new direction, new avenues. We're going to be, I almost said exploring new things. So we're going to be trying to make everything about this new, not only reinvent or not only reinvent the podcast, but a little bit of ourselves and trying to heighten everything. So
Yeah.
right now, we started, everything was as low as it could possibly be. We had the worst possible start of all time of any
It's
podcast.
like I think it's probably the worst podcast quality on YouTube. Like it might be, right? Like is there any that's worse than what our first episode?
We somehow managed to film in like 240p.
Yeah, it was 240p. It was so blurry. I don't even want to watch it. It's so embarrassing. But somehow we looked at it. We're like, fuck yeah. Okay, let's get that shit out. Because like we had to have been okay with it. Like,
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's what's doing so good or no?
Oh man.
That would feel so. Right?
But yeah.
I would just laugh at Christian on the computer. Fuck yeah. Like he applies a filter on all of it called fuck yeah. Fuck
I
yeah.
know. It's fuck.
So we are trying to reinvent the podcast, reinvent ourselves. So as doing so, you're going to see us in a new environment. We're going to be full of new energy, new fucking shit. We're going to be, and this is an odd podcast. Usually we like to talk about whatever. We're trying to stay really focused on a topic, trying to give you guys a little taste of what was before and now what's to come. So please stay tuned as we shift into the new. Everybody like do a little hop, and then when we pop up, we'll be in the new place. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
No, like do a like. Poof.
Oh yeah.
3.
Wait,
we gotta
What are we doing?
I think we gotta like go up, and then when we get
Let's just do a hop here, then we do the transition.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. What?
Okay.
What? 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Uh,
Wait.
Whoa, fuck.
The new place. We made it. Look at us. Hot.
Only 3 of us made it.
Oh yeah. Wait, where's Christian?
Where did everybody go? What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? They just disappeared, guys.
Fuck. He didn't diagon alley. He said diagonally.
Oh wait. You hear that at the door?
How the fuck did you guys do that? I didn't poof like you guys.
Hey, come take a seat.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Oh, welcome. Your legs must be sore from walking all that distance.
Yeah, you guys poofed. I did not poof. And for those of you listening on the podcast, fuck you. I always say that actually. It's a running thing. I show care for those listening on Spotify. That I'm just fuck you.
So why couldn't you poof? You out of shape?
I said diagonally. So
Diagonally.
I didn't say anything. You guys poofed. And I had to walk.
Also, have you had anything ordered here yet? Amazon?
No.
Oh, who's gonna pop the cherry? Christian was already begging for it.
No.
Well, I meant like Christian was like, "Oh, I gotta change my address." He's ready.
I gotta. Yeah, there's a lot of things you gotta change. There's a lot of things tying you to a place. You gotta change your.
I just gotta change my address. It's really the only thing.
Yeah.
Well, there's not that many things.
No, like your address on all kind. Your like driver's license. Your fucking. I don't want to say the other cards. The cards I
The
got.
trick is that you don't inform anybody and you let them chase you.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's how I've kind of done it. It was just like I go to a place like, oh, what's this address? I'm like, oh, I moved from there years ago.
You get
And then
DoorDash.
they
It's like,
update it.
where are you? I'll never tell. Try and find me.
Well, that's what I did. I ordered fucking Starbucks drink, and I was like waiting for it. I was like, I made eggs. I was like sitting here. I was all hyped for my Starbucks drink. This was a couple days ago. I got fucking delivered to the other place. I was like, fuck, I gotta eat my eggs here. And
But yeah, no, we're gonna be doing a lot of changes to the podcast, and this is not gonna be the new setup. If it looks bad, because we don't know how this looks, it might look a little weird.
Yeah, this is like not everything's moved in yet, but we're
Yeah.
also recording it because it's almost time to move, and we have to figure out everything, seating arrangements. We also might try 4 different styles. Each one of us comes up with a different position.
Yeah, yeah.
Style.
I would pick it out of a hat.
Yeah, doggy. Yeah, so we're all gonna come up with so maybe for a month we're gonna all try different variations of this podcast, how it could be seated, and then we're gonna try to pick from that which one we like the best.
Like whatever's most engaging and doesn't have us being real lazy about it, kind of deal. So I feel like leaning forward, focusing. It's like very obvious things, I know. But
Mine's gonna be that everybody has to use their own camera, their own phone. Everybody.
you know what? That's reasonable. I think you can spare maybe like 10 gigs if you use like 1080p footage.
As long as I can keep deleting the if it's 1080p, then I could probably do it.
Especially even Brandon, he's got to use his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, then just there's an app that can really quickly send videos that are like gigabytes. I already transferred my footage from the first half of this podcast. I broke the fourth wall. It's going to happen in the new podcast.
Oh no!
We're going to be breaking many walls, many boundaries.
What kind of fucking sex thing is that? We're gonna be breaking walls,
breaking
with
walls.
my fucking
down.
head.
Why do we need these walls? Why are these walls separating us? As a callback to a previous podcast.
That was one of my favorite jokes of all time. But yeah, we're not talking about the past anymore. We're talking about the future. What did Squidward once say?
Future.
Okay.
As he like
future. You know what? I can do an impression of when SpongeBob was trying to do an impression of Squidward. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
When he was like, "Hello, I am Squidward Tentacles." That's perfect. That's what it is. Remember he ties a belt around him? Holy fuck. You know what? He did do that. It was really sexy.
Yeah, those later SpongeBob's I remember getting crazy.
Earlier.
Yeah, no, the ones from later, it was just like, whoa.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on in SpongeBob anymore, but I was watching Clone Wars, and then I was like, that's Tom Kenny's voice. I could just hear it.
Did you watch all the movies, SpongeBob?
Hmm?
Did you watch all the movies that came out so far?
I watched the first SpongeBob movie.
You never watched the...
Sponge Out of Water.
I saw the first one, and I think I saw one of the ones that came out recently.
I saw the one in theaters 5 years ago.
Sponge Out of Water?
In 2020, I think. Yeah.
Whatever it was, I got pissed because they changed the backstory to all the characters. That's not how they met. They met on day one, episode 1 of season 1.
Wait, did they?
Yeah, they had SpongeBob and Squidward meeting in camp, like Camp Crystal Lake, when they were kids, and it's like, no, that's not how it happened. They didn't know each other until season 1.
I have to say something. I know we need to talk about the future, but I wear this. Hey, you guys have seen my Camp Crystal Lake t-shirt, right? At the back it says counselor.
Yeah.
Every time I wear that fucking shirt, somebody asks me if I'm a counselor.
Really?
Every time. And I was in our hometown, and this old guy looked at me and he's like, "Are you the counselor here?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
What?
Like, one, why are you asking me this in a grocery store? And people just don't go walking around wearing shirts that, like, can you imagine?
What is that? Why? Like, yeah, grocery store. That doesn't make any sense.
Like, and what? He said it like I counsel people.
Do you want that ketchup? Like,
can you imagine people walk
really
around with
want it?
shirts that say their professions on them? Like, no.
That's yeah. But speaking of things we did very recently, we all went to
fair.
The fair. Is it?
Yeah, it's local.
Yeah.
It travels over Canada.
We went to the carnival.
We went to the carnival to visit the clowns.
It does go over
Make
Canada.
up a story.
It goes to the States too. Whatever.
There was no clowns there.
No, that night there were.
Was there?
I saw a clown.
There's actually a clown.
Yeah.
Clown.
Why'd they come out at night?
It's part of it, I guess.
But
What
no,
the fuck kind of weird night? Can you imagine? I didn't
there was
see
a
any
lot
clowns.
of people at night for some reason. It was packed.
Clown?
Packed full of clowns. Fuck, how scary that would be. We stayed there all day when it got dark. Imagine going back into the rides area. Clowns everywhere.
I never found clown scare ever.
Yeah, can you imagine we like round a corner and then it's like you entered their area.
They all kind of look at you.
I wonder if we should go back there later tonight.
It was fun. Like
just go buy tickets for one ride. We'll go on Drop of Fear.
The
yeah,
first
then you have to
ride.
pay for admission. It's like $20.
I think it's 15.
The first ride we went on was like some kind of
The pony one.
It was. How dare you? Actually, I didn't go on. That was your guys'
Christian
first
was
ride.
scared of the merry-go-round.
Yeah, I went on later. All on my own. Just kidding.
No, I actually, when we were on I thought you went somewhere else. I thought you like went on the other side and
What was
sit
I
with us.
doing? I kind of like turned around and you guys were on the carousel.
Honestly, we
Oh.
do stuff that other people are too scared to do. Grown men would go look at the merry-go-round and go, "Oh, that's too baby for us." But us,
I think you
grown
pointed at
men.
me and said, "That's our dad." As I'm recording you guys, I was like, "Oh man."
did. I was like, "Look at his dad roll on the merry-go-round."
It doesn't help that later on you guys are doing bumper cars and I'm recording you guys again.
Oh, one of my
Oh,
favorite
dude.
parts, we did the bumper cars. And I looked at I was having fun with the kids and I'd ram it.
Holy fuck.
Yes.
I was having fun and there was kids there. I gotta be very careful with how I phrase it. So there was kids playing and I was having fun.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how to say that. We were in the bumper cars.
Yeah.
And I decided to be really like over the top. So I was like yelling when I would like hit into people and go like, ah! And then I had all the kids laughing and they were very like, they thought, oh, like they would laugh. They were like, you're funny. And then all of a sudden I looked at all of them and I was like, get the guy in the blue car. Then 4 to 5 kids went after Brandon.
I didn't feel any of it because because the cars are
tough guy.
because the cars are hitting the cars that are hitting me, so they're hitting other people. So I didn't feel the force. For some
Oh,
reason.
there
That
was
is so
a bunch of
funny.
people
Maybe
with
maybe
you.
we'll show some images if I'm not lazy. I got a couple.
I felt bad sometimes because like whenever you're like hitting kids, it's like like some of the kids will be laughing, it's whatever. But like there was a couple kids where you like hit them and they're just like they look sad, and I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna drive away.
This is clip worthy.
I had
Other context.
I had more hit points on Forest.
Oh
hit
yeah.
points.
Hit points. Well, that's what I call it. Hit points.
Hits.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
You make it like you invented something.
After a while, I would just like fucking cruise around because I get free a little bit. I'd be like, I just drive around the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I love doing
just
that.
to like eventually I'd see somebody there. I'd be like,
honestly, we should try to go to go-karts. We should. That'd be
Yeah.
fun. You go like 30 kilometers in them. Like,
Oh
they're
yeah,
fast.
go-karts. Yeah, those seem like they're fun. Wouldn't mind trying
That
those.
was like I went to the go-kart track, and then there was like I took my girlfriend at the time, and then I thought it was just gonna be us, but then they're like, yeah, we're gonna couple you with these guys to I don't know, probably because they wanted more money. And then they were like, so you want to race with them? And they looked at us, yeah, we'll race them. I kicked their fucking ass. And then they seemed so confident they were gonna kick my ass. And then like this seems like one of those like dreams, like when somebody would be like, "Oh, you get into a fight and you're fun." But I actually destroyed these guys to where at the end there was a podium, and I got to stand on the podium, and they had to stand below me.
you
Below.
got to stand on. You stood on all three.
Yeah, so it was like I was at top, and they took a picture, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck these." guys."
Damn.
But the carnival was super
Man,
fun.
It just reminds me of because we went on a ride where we all should not have been on that one cart going on the roller coaster.
Oh yeah.
that was the first time.
That
we
was
all went
what?
on.
That was like 800 pounds of all of us, maybe 750 ish.
I really think that ride was going faster than it normally does because of the weight that we
Yeah.
had in that cart.
As it was making corners, you're like, "Grr." It's like, oh god.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
we hit the corners,
Yeah.
I swear there was that one corner. It felt like we lifted on the one side. Did anybody else feel that?
I'll show a little clip of it.
I have a video I made pretty much the whole thing. I'm like,
Maybe we can catch it because there was something where it was like, I think the whole time I was yelling, I'm gonna get Final Destination.
I was
Which is
one
not-
to smack my head. I kept ducking like this because
Yeah.
like it pulls.
It feels like it's like really, but it was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Like, I had a
my
great
God.
time on that ride. would go
but
again.
the biggest bitch of the day award goes to this man who turned down the most rides. I can't consider Christian who turned down the merry-go-round
True.
and he turned down the merry-go-round and the bumper cars. But I that's a pass because I don't know, he would have done it because he did better rides.
Well, he was literally in line for a drop of beer.
But yeah, you be biggest
takes a-
bitch of the day.
It takes a lot to build up courage to that thing.
To tell you guys what Forrest turned down, he turned down
Saucer?
one of the things that it spins really fast in a circle and you get sucked to the wall.
Yeah.
And he turned down the swings.
The swings I probably would have done.
The swings
But
were
you
a lot of
didn't.
fun.
No.
I only see it when I believe what I was in.
If I went back, I would do it.
The swings were a bit small, so I was like, I was getting a little crushed. And my certain parts of me were crushed more than others.
Oh, and then we went on that ride that goes backwards.
See, no, like
Oh,
the,
no.
Yes, the
I was gonna say like
Polar
the,
Express.
the swing thing was crazy because I felt like I was floating. Like I couldn't see what was under me. I also was metal chains, but like I feel like I mean like kind of feels like you're just
Oh
flying.
yeah, like it's very. I don't know. I loved it. I would love to go, like there's an act. We went on the smaller one that takes you like 20, 30 feet up. There's another one. It's like 60 feet. It's really, really tall.
Yeah.
You know what? The sketchiest part
That's
about
scary.
that ride, like it's okay, like the seat, I don't mind it. It's the fact that those chains are so small that it's like you just start to look at them and you start to overthink and you're like, you know, it just takes
It's-
1 week link to
That's
fucking,
what I keep wondering is like, how do they test this stuff? I mean, a lot of tests, I guess, without people, and just be like, oh yeah, I guess it's gonna be okay.
Just remember, if you ever go flying, when you land, it makes you roll.
yeah.
yeah, when the seat's attached to us, I don't think that's
It
gonna
just
happen.
makes you roll because you.
Oh
you
yeah,
know, fine.
obviously.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
that's a scary thought. But
Well, it was
Just- anyhow,
I remember me and Paul talked about that like years ago when we were kids. Like, oh, if you fall off a well, I can't.
So
if you fall off a
rolling.
building, you can get to the bottom, just roll.
We got that logic from Zelda.
And honestly, it works at certain heights,
Yeah, it does worry.
but it's not any building.
See, the most I heard was somebody was doing scaffolding work, windows, and the thing fell. He survived only because he landed on his foot, and then he went like this, like a curve. So it broke like every bone in his body, but he survived. He didn't go splat because he curved downward. So maybe not rolling, but like go
Well,
at
the
an
thing
angle.
the thing is with the slide, you're getting the swing, you're getting thrown like that way. You're not dropping. It's a bit different. I feel like from that height,
I'm very
you probably
afraid of
could live.
heights. That's the only thing keeping me from drop of fear was like I really had to talk myself amp myself up where I was like, I'm ready, I'm gonna do this.
You know what?
And then they're like, we're having tech issues. Like, something's not right with the ride. I was like, fuck this.
I will say
Leave it.
that it seemed at the beginning of the day, since he turned down the bumper cars and the merry-go-round, I was like, oh, Christian's not going to go on anything today. And by the end of the day, he was braver than all of us. He was like, I hate the fucking drop of fear. I'm never going on that fucking piece of shit. And he was like gung-ho.
There was
Yeah.
something that I would never go on. It's the does it have
Saucer?
an official name?
It's like
It's the
it's almost
M3.
like just a,
They call it the M3. It's
Yeah.
like what we would call the salt and pepper shaker, which I don't know if that's very, very
Salt
low.
and pepper shaker is different.
It's like it's a tube, spins you around like this in a cylinder, but also like this. So
Throws in
like
the
there's a
air.
point where you're just upside down. I don't know how long to keep you like that, and then you're just going around. Say goodbye to your phone if you bring it with you. But like the idea that you're like 100 feet in
Oh,
the air
fuck.
or some
No.
shit and upside down, never.
Yeah.
That would be traumatizing for me.
And I will say that the carny, that fucking carny, that told me I couldn't leave my drink on the ground and told me to take it on the ride, that was irresponsible as fuck.
yeah, it's stupid.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, if I dropped that could have hurt somebody because it was a full fucking drink.
A lot of people leave their
that's,
shit.
That's ridiculous.
Like I could have. We were at
Yeah.
a high fucking height, and if I dropped that and it hit a kid like a baby or something, that would have done some serious damage.
yeah.
And I had to hold it out like this. It was
Weird.
fucking insane, and it was almost. And I was so pissed because I bought a new white shirt, and then fucking I was like, oh shit, things gonna get on it now. Fucking drink. And we have a photo of us on the ride, and it's the most horrendous
God.
photo of anybody.
It's so bad.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, it's rare that those photos can look good. I guess I didn't know we were getting a photographed. I would have tried to look cool.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
They
it's-
say the camera ends 10 pounds. Well, in this photo, it added at least 80 to Brandon 200,
Yeah.
and it also gave us mutant genes.
Oh,
'cause everybody looked.
Oh, it added
Oh,
weight.
you look like you were like
Huh?
Did
emaciated.
it add weight?
No,
No, it seems like
no,
it
I'm
adds weight
just
'cause
saying,
it's
like
'cause of the
everybody
focal length
seemed like
or something.
way fatter than they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because
You had like
a lot of reasons.
60 chins, Brandon.
No. I don't have a strong jawline.
Are we brave
That's
enough?
not what I'm talking
No,
about. I'm
no,
not saying
it's just
you
in the
right now.
photo.
I'm saying Forrest looked like a gross mutant.
I had like short
Alexi
hair
looked the most normal.
somehow.
No, if you look at me, somehow my cheeks are sucked in.
You look like you're like very, very like skinny, like you're 130 or something.
Yeah.
And I didn't recognize myself at all. I was like, who the hell is
And
I was
we-
like,
and we
I
all-
reckon who the fuck's that guy?
Use guys.
Use guys? Use
We're all wearing
guys?
sunglasses too. That's funny.
Oh, I know. That made me like,
Well, I
Probably
keep-
helped, honestly, though.
I just kept putting them on because I had them on my head, and then I was like, fuck, full screen.
No,
Wow.
yeah.
That was actually funny because when some old man shirtless, I'm that distracted by it.
damn.
Well, I seen that person earlier by Force House. I'm not kidding.
Exiting
Well, he
this
stalks
house.
us naked. Yes, because when we were on the ride, we were starting, and then I look over and you guys are all wearing your glasses, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like I would be.
I want to get
sick.
prescription Ray Bans. I got one of those, but like I had to use clip-ons. That's all I got.
You want aviators? Prescription
I
aviators?
bought some last year. They're pretty good, but can't see through them. I wanted to get prescription lenses. I
So,
forgot about it.
Niagara Falls was your guys' favorite ride?
Oh yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's just because you get
Forrest
Forrest
wet.
was
It's a lot
scared.
of fun.
Forrest was scared to go in the front, the very front of the thing.
Well,
on
no,
that.
well, just because the way Christian was describing it,
So
like
the
you can
first
barely
time we
hold
went
on.
up, for whatever reason, I struggled to like keep myself upright. I was like, I'm in front of the boat. Forrest is behind me. Brand's in the far back, I think, right?
Up in the middle the first
Oh,
time.
Brand's right behind me then.
Yeah,
And if I let go of the bars, I felt like I was gonna lean back.
I didn't realize
we're
we're all like hugging each other. Everyone's sitting like right here.
Yeah,
See, I had no problem
There's
with
no
going up.
seats.
I had no problem going up.
yeah. I don't know why I struggled. So, but like, I got pretty wet, but like we went back around to the Niagara. Oh my god,
Niagara.
I don't know how you say that. Niagara Falls.
Niagara.
Yeah.
And but they filled that shit with water the second time
It
around.
was funny.
It was
The
packed
first
to the
time
brim.
Christian was in the front, he was like, because he got the most wet. So he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna sit in the back. Someone else sit in the front.
I'll be a little more dry.
And then the second time when he got
When
the
we
most
entered
wet,
the boat was filled with water, so we had to put your foot in the water.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, my socks were soaked, my shoes were soaked, everything.
And then I'm in the back of the boat, so all the water comes to me. I'm sitting in water
then
now.
somehow when we splashed in, all the water hit you.
I got
Walked
so
up-
soaked.
Oh,
It was a good time.
that's
I
too
like it.
funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I was probably dressed the most appropriate to get wet because like I was wearing shorts. But there's like a lot of chlorine in that water, and it can fuck up my white shirt. So
Yeah,
I
you can
just
smell
didn't
it.
Do it.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing I noticed was like this is still.
Actually, you know what? My shoes.
Yeah, next
White.
time you guys gotta fucking wear shorts.
Shoes are-
Sons of bitches.
Shoes are white from the chlorine.
Yeah,
Jeans take forever to fucking dry. Forever.
Oh, I know.
yeah.
Reaction.
Shit.
Yeah, I know.
There was the Polar Express that we mentioned. It's a ride that spins you backward along a track, and the whole thing with it is it goes faster and faster.
I was
So
like
it's
crushing Alexi.
it's super fast.
Yeah, there's so much G-spot force that it's like you get sucked to one side. So they even have like cautions on there, like make the biggest person sit
See,
to that side.
First, and I noticed it after we were on.
Yeah, because we were watching you guys. Brandon's like,
I was holding my phone. If I had my phone, I had more force to hold on. So I was holding my phone.
Oh, you went to balance too. I was still sliding around. I could barely hold on. I was like, I'm
know,
gonna let go.
I
Like, I
kind of
can't
tried
hold
to
on
get my phone
anymore.
out to record, but I was like, I can't even.
Yeah.
Because I was pressed against the side. I don't know where my hand was, my fingers were, but they were getting actually crushed, like dangerously crushed. It was just like, That's what I was doing the entire time, is getting my fingers out of there. It was like,
Sound like they were in force.
No, well, it's funny because right when the ride was starting, I was like, "Oh, fuck, this is relaxing. Holy shit, going backwards."
Oh, I know. You
I was
said
like-
that. I was like, fuck, this is awesome. This is
And
I know, I
then we
was
started
like,
going
fuck. And they were like,
fast,
I was like, "Holy
fast.
fuck!"
That was so funny
We're
because I
dying.
looked back and then I see Forrest and he's like, "This is fucking
This is really fucking
Holy
fast.
shit.
But there was also a bunch of cover bands that we got to see.
Yeah,
big
those are really
concert.
good.
Yeah,
There was Motley Crue. There was
Yeah.
Van Halen,
Guns N'
AC/DC,
Roses.
Guns N' Roses, and Osborne at the end
Oh,
of the
yeah.
night.
yeah.
All of them did a really good job.
Yeah.
Like,
Except
honestly-
for the guitars, he could have done a little better.
Oh yeah, some of them kind of
Mhm.
screwed up. Some
The
parts.
singer was
Yeah.
phenomenal, though.
Yeah,
Oh
singer
yeah,
was
for
amazing.
sure.
David Lee Roth was David Lee Roth. I'm convinced David Lee Roth performs in a fucking Van Halen tribute band.
I know that was really good.
Yeah, and like I was telling Forrest, the Guns N' Roses cover band is more akin to the '80s version of Guns N' Roses than the current one.
Well, because that.
Yeah.
so that's the closest you'll get to that experience.
Yeah, because I think
right?
I think that's what they're looking for. The classic one.
And I don't know. That was
Yeah, it was
pretty good.
awesome. And like the food we got, we all got turkey legs.
You guys got these huge turkey legs, which I'm convinced were pig legs because it tasted like ham.
Yeah,
They tasted insanely like ham, but I think it's because we eat a lot of smoked ham and those were smoked.
I mean, I guess it because like ham comes from the leg of a pig, but I guess maybe turkeys have this very similar thing going on. I swear
I
they
don't know.
scammed you guys into pig legs, but I don't.
Yeah,
It looked like turkey legs.
I think we're just taking because most hams are smoked, so it's like you're tasting that smoky flavor. So I think that's what it was. It's just
I was
that's the
about to
smoke.
get myself one, but then I looked and
the
I
price
was
was
like,
fucked.
first off, $28 Canadian. That's oh my god. And then I noticed, first off, it has a lot of fucking meat. And then I noticed it was red underneath, so I was like, doesn't seem like it's fully cooked. I mean, it might be. I mean, probably. I know what it
just
was.
hearing that's a lot of fucking meat.
Yeah.
Well, but one of
It's
the
like
funniest
one
things
place.
was okay. So there was 3 turkey legs that were bought: Brandon,
wait.
Forrest, and myself.
I was buying for Brandon too.
Okay.
I said buying 2. I'm not getting 2 for myself. They're fucking huge. Anyway, so yeah, what were you saying?
So yeah, Brandon, Forrest, and I got 3 turkey legs. Now, I wanted us to feel like we're in medieval times. We're like, ah, ha, 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 and we all got our turkey legs. So then I'm looking and we're in there and I was like, everybody gingerly touch our tips. And then we're like, lift our turkey legs and we're touching them together. And people are looking at us and I'm like, yes, touch the tips.
Well,
Some guy, I just see him in the back.
what? What's that?
And there was another guy looking at us like, he's like, touch those tips, boys. Fuck yeah, there's us
Yeah.
gingerly touching tips.
I love how like
I'll try. provide photos of what I got.
Yeah, I have a
For
photo
this?
of that.
I love how like we like District Concert. Remember they started playing and we just walked out.
Yeah, well, we went. We thought we were there for the fucking tribute band, but we weren't.
Yeah,
we were there for
sure.
this other band. We're like, oh fuck these guys.
And we walked out right when they were coming on stage too. We're like right in front. We walked away.
Yeah, they were still setting up.
Oh, and there was at the tribute concert. There was those girls who looked like they were fucking conked out on everything.
Oh my god,
acid,
the girl with the
booze,
white
or like-
pants.
and they were dancing and just feeling it. And but I love that experience that you get to go on rides, then you can go sit down and watch a concert, then go on rides, sit down and watch a concert.
Yeah,
It was great to break things up.
I love sitting in the grass.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Woodstock a little bit.
That's what's surprising.
What's that?
It was just
Yeah,
it was like sitting on the grass. I know exactly. It never felt like tiring at all for me. Anyways.
Yeah, I was
like,
my legs.
I was
Yeah.
occupied.
tired
Like
all
I was
the
never like,
time.
okay, we got 2 hours. I was just like always like watching concerts or like doing rides.
Like, I could go again
I
right
was
now.
having a good time.
I'm fucking
I
ready.
know. Do you know what's crazy? It still felt like there wasn't enough time there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like,
I almost
it's
want to go
getting
back.
dark. The clowns are coming out. We can't go on rides anymore.
Well, we went on the merry-go-round like at night,
Yeah, we did.
and it was just like just peaceful. Like it was like this nice breeze. You're feeling it was like nighttime. It was only us.
I know.
Christian, be
Clowns.
Christian, be scary. Christian, you look up at the job of death tonight and you see a clown look at you like
Oh, can
yeah.
you
his eyes are
imagine that?
glowing red.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys
It's
get
like-
on the merry-go-round and then you go sit down there and then you just hear like other people get on behind you. It's nighttime. And you guys are going and then you just look back on the merry-go-round behind you, clowns.
Clowns
Oh,
everywhere.
Yeah, you fucked.
Oh,
But yeah, it was
Oh,
a
they
good
had
time.
some impersonators.
It was
as well.
cool
They had
also
Spider-Man,
going close to the
Arrow.
26 minutes.
Okay, so hey, let's start wrapping this up by talking about the future.
Wait.
Future.
First of all, it was cool going close to the stage too.
Oh yeah, you guys are one right.
Yeah,
up
we're
there.
up
Had
to
a good
the
time.
draft.
Cause I
Sure.
feel like I don't know, that's cool.
Mhm.
definitely felt better than yeah. It was fun. The whole fucking day was a lot of fun.
Oh, when we went up to the concert, yeah, right at the stage
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
we had so much.
I was
it
like
a lot
screaming.
better.
I was like, woo!
yeah, we were both singing our little hearts.
Also,
out.
when you were doing this, I was doing it behind you. We didn't notice that. I was like, not behind
yeah,
you.
Everyone was doing that.
No,
I was looking. I was like, what the
I
fuck?
was
Everyone.
going, we are not worthy.
And then both of you guys started running at me. Full sprint.
yeah, that was so funny. I ran so fast towards Christian, and then all of a sudden I turn around and look, and then here comes Brian.
Brian's full sprint towards me.
you see everybody else running towards us.
Yeah, then Christian. Yeah, then the whole concert starts running.
Yeah,
at
I was
me.
like 40 feet out, like on the grass. And yeah, and then
Imagine a
they
bunch of
started
clowns
towards me.
running toward us. Fuck.
Well, fuck. Oh, yeah. Well, yes, the future.
Clowns are fast.
The future. AI. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, so
Let's make predictions.
as we said, we're
Development.
trying to make new things happen on this. We're trying to iron out all the kinks that we've had for years.
Once we're settled, I do want to push many minds, try to improve whatever we can about them. Maybe we can come up with new ideas for editing
We'll make some
styles,
bottles
whatever,
for mini minds.
thumbnail
Why not?
styles. Yeah.
Bottles?
I forgot. I was on a Brahma write a song called "Empty Mind Blues."
Really?
It sounds kind of cool. I want to write a
Oh, I
blues
thought you
song.
said you found a song called
No, I want to write a song. 'Cause I was like, it sounds kind of cool. I want to write a blues song, but I was like,
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Empty Mind Blues." I'm like, totally write something. Like
Yeah,
that.
make
It'd
it
be
about
kinda
when you and Brandon miss an episode or something.
cool.
when you make
Yeah.
it, I'll sample a portion
Yeah.
for the intro.
Damn.
You know what? That's something we should actually do. We should get mini minds and empty minds cups made. One side says empty minds, the other says mini
Yeah.
minds. And because there's one consistent thing that we're always bringing on the sets with us, and that's drinks.
Yeah.
So if we
for
had
sure,
our
but-
own mugs to like have promotion, that
but
would be fun.
I think mini minds would be cool. Like have all our heads.
Well, honestly, that's one thing we could easily do right now is like have no, like we can have
Oh
a-
my god! Do you know how terrifying that would be? We're drinking out of cups that are each one of our heads.
I was
No,
thinking like a movie theater, like little plastic guy on top for ourselves.
You could print that actually.
That's true.
I feel like Brandon would be the most popular head.
oh my god.
Open mouth.
Did you dream about that or something?
Popcorn bucket.
Did you dribble over there?
No, I said, no, I said, no. No, I said, did you dream about that?
Shit, I was gonna say it. No, no, it's gone. What are we talking about?
I don't know. This
Popcorn?
guy's been sick for 8 months.
Bottles.
My cough's actually been gone.
Oh,
last couple
I
days.
would. I
Why,
want.
why is it the back then?
I'm laughing. At that part, I'm not
I
over
want
it.
to rock a Empty Minds shirt. I don't know. I'll design. I want to get my own little shirt to wear.
See,
See, I need more clothes.
That stuff's like such an easy thing for us to do. Like we can have a
Yeah.
Patreon. Like if people want to support us,
Exactly. Have the option there. Why not?
I still want to try to get that art made that I always envisioned, which is all of us sitting there with our heads having a little hinge.
Yeah.
We have no brains in there,
Oh yeah.
empty minds. And I tried to
Yeah.
get AI to do that, but it's too fucking dumb, and they can't do it. And obviously, I'm not talking about like AI just doing whatever, but it's just to get like a concept to see if it could do it, to see
Yeah,
what it would
exactly.
look like.
Exactly.
But they're fucking assholes and they can't do shit. So we need real people to understand instruction.
We make the anime face like.
What the fuck are you talking about that sex face for?
No, it's funny. We all made that face.
Brandon, ooh, ooh.
we're all like looking up at a camera, looking down. Like, what the fuck is this podcast? We're going in a new direction.
That's
OnlyFans.
what happened to you guys? Yeah, in a comment.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's too
Beth
funny.
Harper. So yeah, let's. You know what? End of the podcast here. I want to thank some of our
Longtime viewers. Yeah.
loyal watchers. There's MJL. I know he's been there. Beth Harper's been around. Thank
Oh,
you so
yeah.
much for staying, kicking around. Smalls, thank you so much, Smalls. Rory
you for
Ducharme, the
commenting.
commenter. Thank you so much to Haley Ducharme for
Mhm.
watching. You
Yeah.
guys, I love the comments.
Yeah.
Thanks for keep supporting us, watching us, and we're looking to do more interesting things because we do stuff like games on the Mini Minds channel, but I would also like to do some fun stuff here every once in a while on the podcast.
Yeah.
Kick it up
yeah.
because like when we did that, when we did the ballistic gel video, that was fun as fuck.
That was a lot of fun.
I know. We gotta. Yeah, we could do a lot of. We do a mini minds thing at like a.
Like we can make a whole fucking like paint. I don't know if we can record that, but like paintball video. We had like GoPros or something.
Oh man, I
That
want.
was-
I
don't
want
shoot
to.
on
camera.
I want to get a GoPro. I don't know how you can like mount it.
Like getting shot with that stuff sucks, but that'd be a fun video. Holy man.
Yeah, can you imagine the videos we can make with GoPros? Brandon, Brandon, what did you say? You wanted somebody to take a picture with like you of all small?
I don't remember.
Like somebody above you, like this, so you're like all small and something.
I don't remember that.
I swear he said that like at the other place. He said he wanted pictures taken top down so he looks all small.
Yeah, I can't remember for some reason. I don't know.
We're talking about the Pierre Jackson effect, where we're like, one of
I
us.
don't know, but it just sounded like really sexual. Like he wanted
Wait.
somebody like him to be small, like for him to, somebody to pick him up.
It's so funny how we're just discovering, like the Peter Jackson effect is so funny that we just ran into it, where we're doing a podcast outside.
Man
You know, then I
himself is right
turned
here.
into it. But then like one of us is like super tiny. Other person is like huge. And it's like, how did what the fuck?
You got a sexy leg stretch going on.
End of the podcast. So we're trying new things here.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me.
To check this out.
I love that we're all pointing to stuff off camera.
I know.
Nobody, yeah, everything, everywhere, all at
But
once.
yes, thank you all for all the
Love,
all the
support.
support you've been giving us for throughout all the years, because it's been 2 years now.
Throat.
And yeah. I'll be better
Third year
Oh,
now.
also, I want everybody to know before this, I asked Brandon how many dicks he would suck for $1 million. And you know what? He took a while to think about it. And it's really funny because asking that question, you should be like, oh, one at best, if not none. But Brandon, like he's really
No.
thinking like, 80.
No, I made a joke. I said I would eat peanuts. Like almost like I said peanuts. I almost sounds like that word.
Yeah,
I would
he's
gobble
like,
'em up.
don't say dicks, penis.
No, I said I was like, yeah, I would eat 100 peanuts. That's what I said.
You know,
So yeah, thank you guys for coming to watch. That was a dumb little thing,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I'm trying to be on YouTube and John Odds on Twitch. I will be
Yeah.
streaming again like a couple weeks. I gotta set stuff up.
And we just have to say one more time, 100 episodes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a huge deal. I was like, what am I saying now? So, but yeah, no, it's a big deal.
The
I know.
relationship I have with this podcast is the longest one I've had in a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks everybody for being a part of this journey with us. Please stay tuned because even today I was a little bit tired. It was a big fucking weekend. I'm still trying to do this. I know I'm not as on as I usually should be, but hey, after this episode 101, energy, high level, and fucking amazing production is coming your way. So get ready because we're having the biggest laughs of our career, the biggest moments. So get ready. I am Budge, twitch.tv/Big Budge. Yeah, find me there. Also, I don't have any socials, can't follow me anywhere, but Mini Minds, please tune into Mini Minds, our secondary channel, where we also do a lot of fun games. This is primary, that's secondary. My heart, blood, and soul goes into all that, and I work like a motherfucker to make the best possible things for you guys. So please watch it.
And we'll set up a Patreon. So thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Appetite for the D, Bobbity 188, and so So okay, so
I'm looking forward to some like a structure to this podcast in some sense. Like I don't know what we're gonna change, but
I was going in a completely different direction. I was gonna ask you guys what you think about like so movie posters, like Nightmare on Elm Street. The Nightmare on Elm Street one's weird. It's almost like Freddy looks like a machine almost, and he's coming out of the wall or some shit.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then you got Halloween where it's like a pumpkin hand. Is it a hand?
It took me way too long to figure that out. Look at it over there. Yeah, it's a little hand.
Like if you look at the Halloween
right.
poster,
And
I
the
don't
blade,
know.
the blade has a shine.
It's cool.
It's like a pumpkin shine to it.
When IT came
Yeah, but
home.
I just don't know why it's cut like that at the bottom and what it's supposed to represent. Is it supposed to be like a hand, but then why is his hand there with a knife?
Oh yeah.
It's very.
It's funny that he's only killed like 3 people, but that town is scared of him so much.
Also, John Carpenter.
Amazing.
Shouldn't his name be John Director?
I know. Jesus was a carpenter.
Was he, or was he Jewish? Hey, imagine this. We all have snip penises, right? All circumcised. Jesus's penis also was circumcised. We have Jesus's penis.
But not John Carpenter's.
Jar Jar's?
Not Jar Jar.
John Director.
Oh.
Can you imagine? That means
You know
your
what,
name would
that's
be
funny
John
because that
YouTuber.
last names used to serve that purpose in the past. That's why people are called Schumann and stuff like that. Because like
You picked the worst fucking name, Schumann.
yeah, no, like John Schumann. That means they work with shoes. There was a point, like I don't know, it was in England or whatever, where they had to have their last names actually like describe a purpose because they didn't keep any records of any shit. There was like something fucking weird, bizarre shit like that. That's not why a lot of people have their family origins.
Yeah,
like
they
that.
were stupid back then. Remember
Like-
they used to like pour shit and piss out on the streets?
Oh, I know. They open their window and just dump their.
Can you imagine walking around at that point? Ah!
Because you know that happened to someone, right? Someone is walking around, absolutely covered in poop.
Shit piss.
And yeah.
That was the callback. Bye.